Hello friends, today we are going to discuss a very important topic which was important in your school also, which will be important for 11th and 12th as well. The topic is trigonometry. Now we will take trigonometry one step ahead, one step further. When we study trigonometry in school, our system of measurement was limited to the name of the system, which was degrees. Now we will be going one step further and we will be studying trigonometry by some other way of measurement. We have studied standard angles like 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees and so on. Now we will study one more system. First, that system of measurement which was there in degrees is known as sexagesimal system. The system of measurement which we will be studying today is circular system. Now, my dear children, in circular system, we measure the given angle in radians. So here, the way of measurement is radians. This is the notation of radians. Let us first study what is a radian. One radian is the angle subtended at the center such that the length of the arc subtended by it is equal to the radius of the circle. One radian is the angle subtended at the center such that length of the arc subtended by it is equal to the radius. Now you tell, sir, I initially measured the angle in degrees. Now you are telling me measure in radians. Is there some relation between degrees and radians? Yes, but obvious. There has to be a relation between degrees and radians. Now what is that relation? Let us further study the relation between degrees and radians. Angle subtended at the center is always proportional to the corresponding arc. When I consider the arc subtended by 1 radian against it, it is equal to the radius of the circle. Now I complete one full circle. When I complete one full circle means the angle subtended at the center is 360 degrees. But when that complete rotation gives us 360 degrees, means the distance covered by me would be one complete rotation. When I say one complete rotation means it is full length, and complete length of the circle is nothing but circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r. I repeat, angle subtended at the center is proportional to its corresponding arc. When the angle was 1 radian, the corresponding arc was equal to radius. When the angle is 360 degrees, the corresponding length is 2 pi r. So, when we go further, 1 radian is equal to 360 degrees upon 2 pi, which is equal to 180 degrees upon pi. So, pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. Children, we have a topic called angle and its measurement. Angle forms the basis of trigonometry. Without angle, no trigonometric ratio can occur. So here we study the relation between radians and degrees. Now, how do I convert degrees into radians? How do I convert radians into degrees? If I want to convert degrees into radians, I take 180 on the opposite side. So 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radians. So if I want to convert degrees into radians, I multiply the given angle by pi by 180. Is it possible for us to convert radians into degrees? Well, obviously it has to be. 1 radian is equal to 180 upon pi degrees. Both these conversions are derived from this only. One point of time I take this on the opposite side, the other point of time I take this on the opposite side. So, pi radians is 180 degrees. To convert degrees into radians, multiply the angle by pi by 180. To convert radians into degrees, multiply the angle by 180 upon pi. Let me take 2-3 examples. If I want to convert 30 degrees into radians, which will be 30 into pi by 180, which is equal to pi by 6 radians. If I want to convert pi by 4 radians into degrees, pi by 4 into 180 upon pi, which eventually gives me 45 degrees. So children, in school we studied sexagesimal system of measurement, angles. Now we study circular system of measurement of angles, radians. There is a relationship between degrees and radians. If I want to convert degrees into radians, I multiply the given angle by pi by 180. If I want to convert radians into degrees, I multiply the given angle by 180 upon pi. Now, when we study trigonometry in school, we have studied so many trigonometric ratios. When I say so many means, you would say, sir, there are 6 standard trigonometric ratios. When I say 6 standard trigonometric ratios, what are those? Sine, cos means cosine, tangent means tan, cotangent means cot, secant means sec, cosecant means cosec. Now let us go one step further and see how do we divide this quadrant system. I can divide this circle in 4 equal parts. Let me take a point px comma y as any point on the circle. I consider this as a standard unit circle. What is the meaning of standard unit circle? Standard unit circle means the length of radius is equal to 1 unit. So this is 1 unit. I drop a perpendicular. Let this be the origin, let this be Q, and let this be angle theta. We are studying something very, very important, which will help you almost in all the chapters of trigonometry. Now children, we will take coordinate geometry and link it to trigonometry. What is coordinate geometry? X, comma y are the coordinates of a point P. Well, is it compulsory for P to be in the first quadrant? No. It could lie in any of the 4 quadrants. But we have studied in the first quadrant both X and Y are positive. In the second quadrant X is negative, Y is positive. In the third quadrant both X and Y are negative. In the fourth quadrant X is positive, Y is negative. Now you would ask, sir, how can we relate coordinate geometry to trigonometry? Well, there is a very important point over here. Children, in coordinate geometry we study if I want to measure perpendicular distance from y-axis, it is always equal to x coordinate of the point. And if I measure perpendicular distance from x-axis, it is always equal to y coordinate of the point. Now this is a perpendicular. The moment we see 90 degrees means we can correlate the ratios of trigonometry. We have studied sine of a particular angle is opposite side upon hypotenuse or perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular or opposite side for me or for theta is y and hypotenuse is 1, which will be y. Cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse or base upon hypotenuse, which will be x. So my dear children, whenever you take P as any point on circle, irrespective wherever it lies, x represents cos theta, y represents sin theta. Now, your x is positive, y is positive. So, cos is positive, sin is positive. Let us go further. Reciprocal of cos sec is positive. Reciprocal of sin cosec is positive. Sin upon cos tan is positive. Reciprocal of tan cot is positive. In the first quadrant, all ratios are positive. So we come to a conclusion when the angle lies in the first quadrant, for me, all trigonometric ratios are positive. In the second quadrant, cos, negative, sine, positive, sec, negative, cosec, positive, tan, plus upon minus is minus, reciprocal of tan is minus. So how do we remember all these ratios? Now, when we want to remember all these ratios, means we only have to remember the lesser ones, which is sine and which is cosec. Now when it is sine and cosec, which means I have to frame a word which would initialize with S. So I frame the word students. When I say the word students means the initial letter is S, which is sine, and its reciprocal cosec. First was all, second is students, S stands for sine and cosec. Now, third quadrant, x negative, cos negative, sine negative, sec negative, cosec negative, tan minus upon minus is plus, cot reciprocal of plus is plus. So in the third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. I can remember this as, take the initial T stands for tan and cot. Means we have to remember only one ratio and its reciprocal which are positive. All other ratios are negative. All students take. Now you must be wondering what should the fourth word be. It could be anything. Right now we are not aware. But we have to check out which ratios are positive. In the fourth quadrant, cos, positive, sine, negative, sec, positive, cosec, negative, sine upon cos, tan, negative, reciprocal of tan, cot, negative. So there are only two positive. Means I can remember this as coffee, cos and sec. So children, we study a very important point which will be applicable in so many questions while solving, and this forms the basis of trigonometry. In the first quadrant, all ratios are positive. Second, sine and cosec, the word is students. Third, tan and cot, the word is take. Fourth, cos and sec, the word is coffee. Now, every quadrant is at a gap of 90 degrees. So first quadrant starts from 0, ends at 90. 90 ends at 180, quadrant number 2. 180 plus 90, 270, quadrant number 3. 270 to 360. The circular measure of system goes on and on and on. Thousands and lakhs of angles. It never ends because the circle never ends. It always comes to a full stop, again goes back. Comes to a full stop, again goes back. Extent of first quadrant 0 to 90. Second quadrant 90, 180. 180, 270. 270 to 360. Extent of second quadrant over here, or first quadrant, let us say, if I want to convert it into radians, then this would be 0 to pi by 2. This would be pi, even multiple, 1 into pi by 2, 2 into pi by 2, 3 into pi by 2, 4 into pi by 2, which would be 2 pi. So quadrant 1, 0 to pi by 2. Quadrant 2, pi by 2 to pi. Quadrant 3, pi to 3 pi by 2. Quadrant 4, 3 pi by 2 to pi. So friends, in this short frame of time, we have discussed so many points. Thank you.